Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. It's week 11 of this college football season and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the San Jose State head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team, you just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Falcons headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the return, it's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Running inside, it's Bates. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Dropping back, it's Weaver. Moving out to the right. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Rashida Downs going up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Pulled to the ground.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Pulls it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option, he'll try to get to the marker himself. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
Caught over the middle. It's Baker to his right. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Weaver. Fires to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's McClure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, San Jose State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets a hand in there.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Using his feet. Enough to move the chains. Turning on the Jets. The 30, the 20, the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Falcons! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Right side, it's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
The sure hands, it's Ivy. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup.
Aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Turns it upfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
Gets the back moving.
Ready, go.
A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football. Such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Weaver. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out wide left, it's McClure. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Sells to run, wants to pass.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, pressure's coming. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He uncorks one deep. He's got another 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, San Jose State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cowboys, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. Running free. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught. Got him right there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a ruck. Makes the grab and room to run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Rushes on. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
rushes ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On the return. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Sends it back in motion. Hard running there. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd and long here. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe some room here. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David, and it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Riley. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Right side, it's Ivy. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Offense gets set for second down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Weaver. Stepping to the right. Catch in the middle, it's McClure. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Gain of 24.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to get the corner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's McClure. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Comes down, it's Riley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dime.
Snags it, and he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He's going to fire deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Long way to go on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run it with the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Ready, go!
The run to the left. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
On the play. Now, a 4th down.